Guys, I've been thinking, if you're a consultant, coach, entrepreneur, business owner, and you're trying to make YouTube work for you, trying to make YouTube work in your business, but you hate scripting, you hate reading from a teleprompter, you hate planning out scripts the whole time, then there's an incredibly important distinction that you need to make, which might change your life and enable you to ditch the script forever and make community building, views gaining, sales making videos much more off the cuff, much more just being yourself. I've never used a script, and I've built this channel to almost 50,000 subscribers and generate multi six figures per year from my YouTube channel into my business. I've never used a script. So let's get into it. Look at the world's top personal brands, the world's top content creators, but specifically the world's top personal brands, right? We're thinking Alex Hormozy. We're thinking Dan Martell in the business space. But in a ton of other niches, there's lots of other people. Vin Yang in the speaking space, right? That kind of caliber. We're talking millions of followers being on the world's top podcasts. Let's think about that for a second. When they are on the world's top podcasts, how are they able to speak so eloquently, right? How? How is that possible? The reason is because in the podcast, they use the same methodology that they use in their videos, which involves and revolves around having intellectual property and riffing and running and speaking around that. Compared to, if you're starting this, you're starting out on YouTube and you're thinking, how do I script a bunch of videos for my YouTube channel and read them to a camera? You're most likely not actually talking from a place of expert frameworks that you've thought out and battle tested in the world. And instead, you're focused on trying to hook viewers through psychology and writing all these fancy words to try and read and make you sound smart or whatever. And if you make that shift from I'm going to script all of my videos to I am going to develop my frameworks and intellectual property and develop such good stuff that works in the world and then share that and talk about that, then you can leave the script forever. And with that, you can go on podcasts. With that, you can speak well on interviews, and you can speak well on any stage because you have the internal frameworks that you know like the back of your hand that you can just pull out of the bag at any moment. And that's how you make unlimited content that builds massive credibility, trust, is naturally engaging because the frameworks and the knowledge base that you've developed is naturally engaging material. You've developed it in a way that is instantly understandable, makes it click in your viewer's mind, is memorable, sounds new and exciting and interesting. If you have all of that stuff developed, say goodbye to the script. You never have to script again. And a big part of that is knowing what you're for and against. This is a huge part. I see creators who are new to the space and trying to script stuff, but it's also vanilla. It's also safe. And YouTube and social media, you need to have an opinion. You need to stand for something. Just as a meta example, even in this video, I'm like taking a stand against scripts and I'm saying there's a better way. We don't have to use scripts. That's just a stand against something. And you need to know in your niche, in your industry, what you stand for and what you stand against. And once you have those opinions, obviously based on stuff that's worked for you and your clients, then you can share those opinions on YouTube like I'm doing in this video, for example, and then still have that bring in views, leads, and sales into your business. And so even in this video, as I'm talking now, this isn't intellectual property that I'm sharing. This is a for and against, but it's been tested, and that's why it works. And finally, to wrap this up, and this sort of weaves those 2 points together. When you are living your real life, and when I say real life, I mean, you are out there in the world doing things, experimenting, working with people, making real shit happen. Then you have an unlimited base of knowledge and stories to share. This is also the stuff that then connects to your intellectual property, right? You might have a framework about something, but the examples are interchangeable that you use in that framework. And so you could use another example that just happened to you yesterday with a client that you're working with, or with an experience that you had in your personal life or a story, and plug that into your existing framework. Boom. You have a fresh way of communicating that same idea. It's a fundamentally different approach to, I'm in my room and I've got to come up with like a kind of a theoretical concept about a theoretical topic I want to talk about. Right. And little Ducky here agrees with me. Don't you? Yeah, he does. If you want a video walking you through how to make one-take videos like this, I would start with this video here. It explains why one-take videos work and the psychology behind it. And then after that video, it'll point to another video that will teach you exactly how to make one-take videos. So it's a good order to watch it in. And I would just start there if you want to ditch the script, because that skill of being able to do this in one take and speaking in a way that captivates people in the first place, that's a fundamental skill that's beneath all of this approach to YouTube. So that's where I'd start. Until next time, me and Ducky are going to drive home now. See you very soon. Bye-bye.